England's glorious northwest, and nestled between Burnley and Blackburn, lies the town of Accrington, home to the historic Accrington Stanley Football Club, a name emblazoned in the nation's memory, partly thanks to an 80s milk ad.
Milk? Ugh! It's what Ian Rush drinks. Ian Rush? Yeah, and he said if I didn't drink lots of milk, when I grow up, I'm going to be good enough to play for Accrington Stanley. Accrington Stanley? Who are they? Exactly.
Accrington Stanley is a club with a history. It can trace its roots back to 1888 as a founder member of the Football League. The club hit hard times in 1962 and shocked the football world by resigning mid-season from the very league it founded. Accrington's dogged fight back through the lower leagues was capped by a spectacular return to professional football in 2006. It's the passion of a few that got them there.
Sit down or I'll put you in the start.
That's an absolute farce.
Never set of tosses, that lot.
I've been saying time and time again, get hold of the fucking ball. It's fucking embarrassing.
Who pays your wage? Just remember that.
They are the people who keep the smallest club in the league turning out each week. It's not all glitz and glamour. This is football on a shoestring, and the purse strings are always tight. What they lack in funds, they make up for in passion and a love of the beautiful game.
Bollocks.
At the helm of the recent transition from semi to professional club has been self-made Accrington man Eric Worley, club chairman since 1995, a club he played for in his youth.
1958 I played for the A team, a few games for reserve side, and it became part of my life. Certainly from when it went out of the Football League in 1962, it was like something that you always wanted to do, and eventually I got the dream I wanted was to bring the club back into the Football League.
For Eric, the role of chairman means keeping a tight grip on the purse strings and an eye on just about everything needed to keep the club running from week to week.
Fucking lights were still on, eh? The lights were still on. I had to get somebody to go and turn them off because the fucking bloke up there is too fucking concerned with his little hut. It's a hands-on job. I do go around turning lights off and things like that to save money, and I tell the people that don't do, you know, just what, you know, it means to the club and certainly Accrington. I mean, look at them. There's a fucking steward for every two bloody spectators, eh? With more stewards than speckies. You wouldn't pay half of them with washers, would you?
Waste not, want not could be Eric's motto. He treats every penny in the club like his own. Well, that's because it pretty well much is. Eric could be a hard taskmaster.
Mick, where the fuck are you? Up where? Up where? It locked in your fucking office?
Mick Schultz is the club's long-suffering multitasker. His many roles keep him in Eric's crosshairs, and a red card is never far away.
I'm always in for a rollicking most days, but he looks after you. Like every other chairman, he's got pressure on his head. You know, you work hard, you play hard. Yeah, I'll tell you to your face. If you've done something wrong, you know. But end of the day, you forget about it, he'll bollock you 1 minute, next minute you're away, you have a pint with him. It's finished.
A series of porter cabins serve as the executive offices and house a staff of 4 under General Manager David O'Neill.
Launching 1,000 balloons on the last game. I can speak to him one day and he's my best mate. I can speak to him another and it's what the hell am I doing here? You know, so as far as the relationship goes with Eric, yes, on one-on-one, on a good day, yes, we're fine. On a bad day, everybody avoids him anyway.
If you see Gary, tell him I'm after him. Bill. Bill. If you see Gary, tell him I'm after him.
Must be one of those bad hair days then. Meanwhile, back in the office, Rob Hayes, the club's chief exec, and the yang to Eric's yin, doesn't believe in good and bad days.
It's always an interesting relationship, to be honest. Eric's a fantastic bloke. He's firmly committed to Accrington Stanley, and every decision that he or I make, it's always on the interests of Accrington Stanley. And while we may have different opinions of what that be, at least it's always debated for the right reasons.
Towering above mighty Accrington is the club's windswept training ground, where the team is being put through its paces by assistant manager Jimmy Bell.
Kingy, you lucky bastard.
His 9 years as coach under Eric is all the more incredible when you look at his predecessors.